Everyone thinks Instagram promotes the videos with the most likes, but that's no longer true. Today, one invisible metric has become more powerful than likes, comments, shares, and even follower count. Watch time. Every second someone spends watching your reel sends a signal to Instagram's artificial intelligence. It tells the algorithm that your content is capturing attention. And in today's digital world, attention is the most valuable currency. Think about Instagram's goal. It wants people to stay on the platform for as long as possible. The longer users keep watching content, the more they explore, interact, and return to the app. That's why, the moment your reel is uploaded, Instagram begins analyzing how every viewer behaves. Do they scroll away after 2 seconds? Do they stay until the very end? Or do they replay the video? Each action becomes a data point that helps Instagram decide whether your content deserves a larger audience. A viewer who leaves within a few seconds sends a weak signal. A viewer who watches the complete reel sends a much stronger one. And when someone watches it again, Instagram's confidence increases even further. This is why 2 reels with almost identical likes can produce completely different results. One quietly stops reaching new people, while the other continues spreading to larger and larger audiences. Because Instagram isn't asking, did people like this video? It's asking, did this video hold people's attention? And once you understand that difference, you begin to understand how Instagram's recommendation system really works. What happens after someone starts watching your reel? That's where Instagram's reel analysis begins. The algorithm isn't simply counting a view. It's studying every second of the viewer's journey. Did they lose interest almost immediately? Did they stay until the final frame? Did they replay a moment they found interesting? Or did they swipe away before your message even began? To us, these look like ordinary actions. But to Instagram's artificial intelligence, they're powerful behavioral signals. Now imagine thousands of people watching the same reel. Each person watches differently. Some leave within seconds. Some stay until the middle. Some watch the entire video. And a few watch it more than once. Instagram combines all of these viewing patterns to answer one critical question: did this reel truly hold people's attention? If the answer is yes, the algorithm's confidence starts growing. And with every positive signal, your reel is introduced to a larger group of people. But if viewers keep leaving early, that confidence begins to fall. The reach slows down, not because Instagram dislikes your content, but because the audience couldn't stay with it. On Instagram, every additional second someone keeps watching is another reason for the algorithm to keep recommending your reel. Because attention isn't just another metric. It's the evidence that your content deserves to be seen by more people. If watch time is Instagram's strongest signal, then where do likes, comments, shares, and followers fit into the picture? Most people assume these are the metrics that make a reel go viral. But Instagram sees them differently. A like can show that someone enjoyed your content. A comment can start a conversation. A share can introduce your reel to someone new. And a save tells Instagram that your content may have long-term value. These signals are important, but they usually come after one thing has already happened: the viewer chose to keep watching. Without attention, engagement rarely exists. Someone who scrolls away in the first few seconds is unlikely to like, comment, or share your reel. That's why Instagram first measures whether your content can hold attention. Only then do the other signals strengthen its confidence. In other words, watch time opens the door. Likes, comments, shares, and saves help push that door even wider. That's why a reel with fewer likes but exceptional watch time can continue reaching new audiences, while another reel with impressive engagement but weak retention slowly loses momentum. Because before Instagram rewards interaction, it rewards attention. And that's what makes watch time the foundation of its entire recommendation system. So what happens when your reel generates strong watch time? Instagram doesn't instantly decide to make it viral. Instead, it begins building confidence in your content. Every completed view, every replay, and every extra second someone chooses to stay sends the algorithm the same message: this reel is keeping people's attention. As that confidence grows, Instagram becomes more willing to recommend your reel to new viewers. Each positive response unlocks another opportunity. Your audience gradually expands. One group of viewers leads to the next, and then to an even larger one. But confidence can also disappear. If people repeatedly leave within the first few seconds, the algorithm receives a different signal. It starts reducing recommendations. Not because your reel broke any rules, but because it couldn't hold attention for long enough. This is why reach rarely stops all at once. It slowly fades as Instagram loses confidence in the content. Behind every reel that reaches millions, and every reel that quietly disappears, the algorithm is making the same decision. Should this content be shown to more people or not? And that decision is driven by one thing above everything else: how long people choose to keep watching. You've probably heard creators asking the same question: how do I increase watch time? The answer isn't making longer reels. It's making every second worth watching. The moment a viewer feels bored, gets confused, or already knows what's coming next, they scroll away. And that's exactly what Instagram notices. The creators who consistently achieve high watch time don't rely on luck. They carefully design every reel to keep curiosity alive from the first second to the last. Every hook, every visual, every sentence, every transition has a purpose. Not to impress the algorithm, but to give people a reason to keep watching. When viewers choose to stay, Instagram notices. Watch time turns into confidence. Confidence turns into recommendations. And recommendations turn into reach. So before you ask, how do I get more views? Ask a better question. Would I watch this reel until the very end? Because on Instagram, the content that holds attention is the content that keeps growing. But watch time isn't the only signal Instagram is watching. In the next chapter, we'll uncover the hidden power of shares and saves. Because when people don't just watch your content, but decide it's worth sharing or worth coming back to later, the algorithm receives one of the strongest recommendations a creator can earn. Created by Sarabhi Gupta.